Hey everybody, Nullface here in Eternal Evolution with a quick video on Endless Twilight Chapter 16, Stage 6. This one's a Summon Bond. I've been on this for a couple of days now. I forget if it's 2 or 3 at this point, honestly. I think it's day 2. Honestly, it feels better than 16.5 because you can make some progress. You can get a decent amount of time in on it. It's not just, oh hey, there's a shield mechanic that explodes and kills all your team unless you dodge it perfectly. There's some strategy, there's some play. It's better. Not something I'll be able to kill this Twilight. Even if I had done better on the birds and hadn't lost my team, and maybe managed to get past the lightning horse one day faster, I still don't think I would kill this. It's what, 2 days? One's at half, one's at 55 or 60%. So it would be really close. Definitely would not be blazing through the stage regardless. I think it's going to be 3 or 4 days to kind of grind it down. But, hopefully next time I'll be at least close to getting through it. So I wanted to show a couple of the recordings. I had a pretty good run earlier today with a couple little optimization tweaks I made to the skill timings, as well as showing the builds, because they're slightly different than usual. Not too much, but just made a couple of tweaks here and there. So we'll go take a look at the heroes real quick, and then we'll get on to the gameplay recordings. First one up here is Anpu. Now, he's running a very standard full hero build. The only change I've made, and you see it here in the damage reduction, is I put him in DR boots. He does sit in the front line for me, so he needs to be able to take those auto attacks, and they chunk him pretty good. I haven't honestly tried without these. I don't have a good feeling about it working, because he lives on pretty minimal health on some of these pulls. So I swap him into these, but the rest of it, just full hero. Still has pretty respectable attack. I did pick up a few extra copies from the Giant's Tower, so he's Immortal 3 and Hyper 120, so he's got pretty solid base stats, and that lets me have some more freedom in the gear that I choose, and I can keep him in damage builds. That works out pretty well. DR boots are kind of the standard, though. I run them on a few of the characters. Serena is also in the party. She is pretty much always in damage reduction boots for me. Standard abundant and vigorous sets, very standard Serena build. Mine is EX20. I have not gone up to 30 with her. Daniel. Daniel's build I have changed up a little bit. And it's not I always forget how long his intro is. It's not specifically for this stage, just in general. I'm actually running him in a Madness set now. Now, it's not great Madness gear. This one's what? Attack 1, this one's attack 1, and then full attack bottom row. I actually do not put him in damage reduction boots. The passive on the Eagle, on the Jaguar, seems to allow him to survive without them, which is pretty nice. It at least eats some of the hits every now and then. It takes the damage down, so that is enough for him. He is, of course, EX30, and still has pretty decent stats, all things considered. His attack could stand to be a little higher, but with the bonuses from Madness, he does pretty well. And I did boost him all the way up to 120. He was sitting at 90 for a long time. Got him up to 120 for this stage specifically, just to try and make a little bit more progress, a little bit faster. Last one here, Sorvaley. Again, the only change I made is dropping her into some DR boots, which fortunately have good substats for her. So she's still running high accuracy. Probably, honestly, not as needed on this stage. Everything dies in that one hit anyway. I usually run her just for more deer procs, but the build still works, so I'm not going to mess around with gear any more than I have to. So she's running accuracy helm, 2 Hawkeye and a vigorous, HP and the rest of it, but I do usually run her in HP boots, but I swapped her into DR for this, and it's been working out, well enough. Masrani is the exception to the rule. Where'd he go? He's still in HP boots, and his survivability has been just fine, honestly. He does have a fair amount of DR, and he is also EX30, so that definitely contributes and helps. But he's been surviving pretty well. There are a few times I have to restart because he just gets chunked a little bit low, but I like the extra healing that he brings by having the HP in there. So those are the hero builds. Uh, there's one team for this place. It's not like we have multiple options. Even to be honest, the lightning horse, you could do more damage to it in the other stages, or with other teams on that stage than you can here. Here, I can get a little over 50k with the main team, and then all the others are under 10,000 points. I had a lucky run with Nord today where he got just about to 10,000 because he managed to immune 2 or 3 of the ults with some decent timing on his jump. But other than that, it's 4 to 5,000 and you're done. So it's pretty quick. The teams you'll see coming up are not really optimized. You can do a little better. Like, don't bother running a healer. Nobody's going to live. Just get out there, blow all the ults as quickly as possible. Have 1 tank and 4 damage dealers that try to synergize a little bit together. Hit it as hard as you can, and as soon as that first ult comes through, anybody except for Nord, Leo, or the main team is going to die. That's just been my experience so far. Yeah, a couple of the assassins can immune it and get a little bit more damage out, but by and large, it's still pretty small compared to the main team. So do what you can, and just focus all the energy, all the gear on that first team, and try to maximize as much as you can. So with that, go ahead and cut over to the recordings. I'll throw a few comments in throughout the video and a few little things that I've been tweaking. This run as recorded is actually my run from earlier today, so my second time through there, and like I said, just tweaked a few things to hopefully be a little bit stronger. So we'll try to call those out, and hopefully this helps. As always, thanks for watching, and take care.